What is going on, everyone? That's right, we got another unboxing today. I know it's been a while since I had a video out. Stuff happens, what are you going to do? But, got an unboxing. The Black Phone Grabber Mask by Darkside Studios. Let's get into it. Alright, so here we go. Obviously a big box. I mean, I told you before, I'm always like last to the party on these things. Finally got mine. So here we go. We're going to open it. See what we got going on here. It is a big box. You'll see why in a minute if you have not seen other unboxings of this, which I'm sure you have at this point. But there is a reason for the big box. Super excited to get this. Designed by my local master of horror, Tom Savini, and Jason Baker. Jason Baker is owner of Darkside Studios, which we've showed some interesting pieces he's made on here before. Straight from his studio. Obviously, this is not straight from his studio. This is from Darkside Studios, but designed by him and Tom. So, here we go. Get this open. Of course, that's all I'm seeing so far. Packing paper. Oh my goodness. That looks really cool. How am I going to get this out of here? Alright. Well, that's why it's in a big box, because it's in a big display window box kind of thing. I'm going to try to get out of here somehow. There we go. Box to the floor. There we go. Heavy box. Huh. Wow. There it is. The Black Phone Grabber Mask. With, of course, the additional pieces right here. Very, very cool stuff. I know some people were getting these and they're like, oh, the paint's just a little too dark and this and that. Look, guys, it's mass produced. The fact you're even getting stuff that's this accurate, literally straight from the movie molds, with this, and not just this, but basically, you know, almost anything they do, aside from the Myers masks, which are normally sculpted by Justin Mabry. The fact that you're getting movie like quality molded pieces, you would have never dreamed about this if you were a kid in the 70s or 80s. You would have been absolutely head over heels to know that you could get something this accurate. Okay, just so kids out there, they don't know what they got. Let's just put it that way. And this, for the price you're paying, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Paint looks fine to me as far as the price I paid. Super easy if you want to rehaul it. Everybody rehauls everything these days. So let's go ahead and get this open and we'll see what it looks like. And then of course we'll see what it looks like on. Alright, so here we go. Black Phone Grabber Mask. Deluxe Grabber Mask. Here it is in the window box, which is cool. It looks like it's inside the kind of plastic that you know, the plastic shells that you can take apart and probably snap back together, or at least put back together, so you can keep it stored in the box even after you take it out. So that's cool. Of course, we got the side art here. Can barely get it in the shot. There's the back. You'll note when we get it out, we'll look at it closer, but there's little clasps that you use to change out the different mask parts, different portions of the mask. There's the other side. Top of the box looks like so. What do we got on the bottom? Anything? Not really. Nothing there on the bottom. So, only one thing left to do. Get it open. See what happens. Here we go. Okay. Let's get this puppy open. Try to do this gently because I do like to keep certain packaging. Don't keep all packaging, but I do keep certain packaging so that I can display it as such. And this is one of those cases where I want to keep the packaging as is as much as possible. This is a nice box. The cardboard is fairly thick. Obviously it is flimsy though because it's all window box. You know, very little in the way of cardboard actually on it. Let's go ahead and get this out. Oh yeah, it's that kind of nice plastic you can store things in. Let's set this off to the side. There we go. It's in our plastic shell here, clam shell thingy. Get that open. Of course it's taped. Why wouldn't it be taped? All right, now that we got that undone, now let's get this off. Top off to the side here. And these plastic pieces, these clamshell pieces are pretty thick. They're not crazy thick, but thick enough that you can still store things. So here we go with the mask itself, one of the variations. It's not super heavy, which is good, but it's nice quality thick plastic. So if you were worried about it being flimsy, latexy, nope, this is a plastic mask, and it's you know, nice and sturdy. There's the frowny face look. Mr. Frowny Face. He's mad. He gets mad when these, you know, when they fight against him, so he has to get angry. And of course we have the smiley face bottom half of the mask. The iconic piece here that you see in a lot of the advertisements for this movie. You'll see the little clasps right here. That's what we use to connect the pieces when you switch them out. And of course the blank face. This reminds me of Dick Tracy, you know, the blank. Kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, there's the blank face. So let's move this piece out of the way. All right, now put that piece there, and this piece here, and there we go. There it is, the grabber mask. Very cool stuff. Very, very cool. Get up close on the details. I don't think it's that dark. Maybe a little bit, but honestly, it's not that bad. Maybe compared to the movie it is a little dark, but I don't think it looks that bad, really. Especially for the price you're paying, folks. You know. There's the back of it. Of course, you have dual straps for both bottom and top portions. Let's get up close here if we can. Okay. So honestly, not that bad, guys. Easy to rehaul though if you're worried about it. Easy to rehaul if you're worried about it. And it comes from the movie molds. So not too much to complain about here. Like I said, you kids out there don't know how good you got it. Better stop complaining and start appreciating. That's all I know. Let's take a look at the bottom halves up close. Mr. Smiley Face here. Again, like I said, guys, you don't get those generic, god-awful looking ones from Amazon or anything like that. You don't want that. You want to make sure it's the Trick-or-Treat Studios one. And they should be available still, even on Trick-or-Treat Studios website. Some sites that carry this did sell out of them, so be wary of that. But I know for a fact they're still available on trickortreatstudios.com. Okay? So, there we go. There's only one thing left to do. And let's see what it looks like on. Here we go. buddy. No, I don't have a top hat. This is as good as it gets. Why don't you get into my van? I don't know. Alright, well there it is. The black phone grabber mask. Man, that is a very cool piece. Very, very cool. Love this movie. Love that my local horror masters were a big part of this movie. And yeah, very happy to have this. There's so many like knockoff versions of this on Amazon and things like that. Don't get those. If you get a chance to get the Trick or Treat Studios one, do it. But you better hurry up because they're only doing one real run of these. Unfortunately, they lost the license with Universal Studios because Universal Studios is a little bitch. And yeah, I'm calling them the little bitch, not Trick or Treat Studios, okay? Universal Studios is a whiny little bitch. So, yeah. There's a whole story about that we could get into on another day with lawsuits and everything else. And believe me, once you see the nitty-gritty of it all, Universal does look like a little bitch. So, yeah, if you can get your hands on the Trick or Treat Studios version of this, I definitely recommend doing so because they're not going to be out there very long. And so, yeah, there you go. With that said, I'll catch you all down the road.